For those viewers who have been fortunate enough to visit Germany, know that the abundance of freight traffic is one of the major features of the country's railways. Hanover, situated on the major west to east and north to south main lines, is up there as being one of the best locations to watch freight. In this section, we head for Linden Station, situated in the city's southern suburbs, just a short train ride from the main Hauptbahnhof. If we were to make any criticism of Linden Station, it is that the platforms are on the northern side of the main freight tracks. This makes it a little frustrating for photography, as trains are nearly always in shadow if the sun is shining. Beginning our sequence is Vossloh 2000 off-centre cab loco, number 1273003, with Inno freight tanks from, we think, Wunsdorf to Gerstungen. Mixed freight trains are 2 or 3 an hour through here. 185232 is in charge of this one. One 189155 has a trainload of serial wagons from Meppen to Břeclav in the Czech Republic. Between 10 and 16 freight trains per hour is what to expect through here. Heading east is 193538 on train 69261 from Hamburg to Munich. Local passenger train services are around half-hourly in each direction, formed by Class 427 units. This is 152161. On a delivery run we have units 3462116 and 118. Vectron 193566 is seen on train 41481 from Rheinhausen, conveying containers bound for China. This is 193872. One 185-577 has charge of a train of potash wagons from Herringen to Hamburg. Freight train number 41713 from Rotterdam to Frankfurt-Oder has 186233 in charge. The train will continue on into Poland. DB are expected to dispense with their Class 151 electrics by the end of 2024, so scenes like this will soon become history. One 140-047 heads west with train 75905 from Fallersleben to Bremen. One minute later, and it is the turn of 185293 to work this train from Sielzer Yard to Peine. This is 187208 with a train for Marschen. One 193-392 follows with another mixed freight, this time from nearby Sielzer Yard to Sedin, located southwest of Berlin. A different train type here. 152161 heads tanks from probably Stendal to Sielze. Class 192 Smartrons are also seen quite widely on the German rail network. Here 192010 heads a TX logistics service from Bremerhaven to Regensburg. One 159-222 was next, with another set of Innofreight tanks from Wunsdorf to Gerstungen. The time is 6:05 in the evening, and 193389 approaches our position with train 5470 from Braunschweig to Sielze, mainly carrying car traffic from the plant at Wolfsburg. 261029 has charge of this trip freight from Gross Oesingen to the nearby yard at Linden. Shortly after, another Class 261 diesel, this time number 032, which has charge of train 53728, from Traun to Linden, conveying one empty military flat wagon. WLE's 187010 is a frequent performer on this train, a Wednesday and Fridays only working from Sachsendorf to Rheine. Train reporting number is 52453. This is 193921. A flurry of westbound freight also included this one, hauled by 185603 on train 99743 from Neuhof, located near Fulda, to Oldenburg. 185009 has charge of this intermodal from Novara in Italy to the terminal at the port of Lübeck. As the sun sets over the city, Belgian operator Linias has 186385, in charge of this set of tanks from Recklinghausen to Bühnewerke. Freight trains use this line during the day more so than at night, where such is the quantity of freight in the area that some are routed via the main city's passenger station to ease congestion. One 189286 heads east with train 43703, a Hannover-Linden to Novara intermodal. A bit of old school electric power here in the shape of 140678. Here we see 145066. 386016 has been slowed by the train in front as it heads a heavily delayed Gadki to Krefeld intermodal. Finally, as the last of the day's light disappears from this superb freight hotspot, 143310 heads east with a train of car components. If you are after freight and locomotive variety, then this is definitely a place worth visiting.